As the vaccine-derived polio outbreak continues in New York City, computer virus creator and Harvard dropout Bill Gates acts shocked that his polio elimination initiative is failing. With Rebel News, I'm Tamara Ugolini reporting that a resurgence of polio virus is still plaguing New York City. The resurgence has recently prompted the CDC to expand sewage testing to see if the virus has spread elsewhere too. And Bill Gates, who has his hand in many viral cookie jars, so to speak, from developing viruses in computers and then selling the antivirus protection software as co-founder of Microsoft, to shifting focus to viruses in humans through the initiatives at the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which has global polio eradication at one of its top philanthropist priorities. See, the Gates Foundation is a major supporter and partner of the Global Polio Eradication Initiative, GPEI. They contribute technical and financial resources to accelerate targeted vaccination campaigns, community mobilization, and routine immunizations. They also work with partners to improve polio surveillance and outbreak response, develop safer and more effective vaccines, and galvanize financial and political support for polio eradication efforts. Yet, as reported by my colleague Jeremy Lafredo, the current outbreak in New York is of vaccine-derived polio, not the wild virus itself that Gates said would be eradicated in 2017. Which leaves many wondering, has the wild virus simply been replaced by Gates' own Frankenvirus? Watch Gates act surprised that his initiative is causing a resurgence of polio.
I'm here in New York, and stunningly, polio has paralyzed a patient here. The sewage system is right here below me. We decided not to take you down there and show you sewage sampling, but in fact, very likely, if we did that right now, we'd have a positive test. And so it's here. The United States has gone many years with no polio virus, nobody being paralyzed, and so it was pretty shocking. We didn't really expect it to show up here. They've declared a health emergency to encourage people to get vaccinated and stop the spread of polio. The Gates Foundation has polio eradication as one of our very top priorities. The fact we see polio here for the first time in a long time, although surprising, that's the way it is. As long as we don't get rid of this virus everywhere, it can always come back. But if we get to zero, it'll never happen again. We and our partners are very committed to get this thing done.
Oddly, Gates neglects to mention that this whole outbreak is caused by his own vaccine. But why is he acting surprised? I mean, we knew as early as 2015 that it was well established the live virus vaccine, the oral polio vaccine, which was banned from use in North America in 2000, doesn't necessarily stop the spread of this polio virus. In a National Geographic article, which leaned on a peer-reviewed research article, it highlighted the research findings of a vaccinated man who had been emitting virulent vaccine strain polio in his feces for the last 28 years, and that was nearly 8 years ago. The paper describes a British man of about 30 who, as a toddler, was given the full course of polio vaccines in use at the time, which was OPV, the oral polio vaccine, live virus, and who, for 28 years, has been harboring mutated, virulent polio virus in his guts and shedding them in his feces. The researchers who wrote about him call him and other patients like him an obvious risk to the eradication program. Yet Gates acts as though this, hopefully unintended consequence of his vaccine initiative has resulted in an outbreak, and arguably will continue to do so. Just 2 years after that research was published in 2015, Gates got his hands on the sewage gravy train too. He's funding the Omni processor that turns, well, poop sludge into drinking water. Listen for yourself.
Challenged engineers to make something that could take sewage and very inexpensively get rid of sewage, because sewage, it's bad, it causes a lot of disease. Most of the diarrhea is because people don't have good sanitation systems. We said it's way too expensive the way that the rich countries do it. Make something that we can put throughout Africa and get rid of all that sewage.
And you change it into water that's drinkable water.
Absolutely.
And you drank it.
Yeah, so you on one end you've got sewage. Then on the other end you
got sewage.
You
Yeah,
get then you get some electricity and you get water. And
and
it's
you
good
drank
water.
Well, this is interesting because we actually have 2 glasses of water.
That's right. This is the ultimate taste test.
Now you brought.
We think you'll be able to figure this out.
Well, already I got a guess. Number. I have a guess of which one is the sewage water. But one is bottled water, one is sewage water. But we're gonna drink, and then we're gonna see, and you're gonna reveal which one is which.
You bet.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
That's
you do
the
bet.
taste test.
But, see, now I'm thinking because you're smart.
You get to pick.
Yeah, no, I get to pick, right?
I told them how to set this up.
Yeah. Okay. It's too easy.
Yeah, it's reverse psychology. Yeah, you might be right.
I never want to gamble against Bill Gates, ever. Ah!
Jimmy Fallon doesn't want to gamble against Bill Gates because he's, after all, at the helm of global health. What could possibly go wrong? For Rebel News, I'm Tamara Ugolini. To check out our latest apparel and get some Christmas shopping done for the freedom fighter in your life, head on over to rebelnewsstore.com. For a limited time, you can use coupon code CHRISTMAS when you buy 2 unisex shirts to get the 3rd one free. You can check out all of that and more at rebelnewsstore.com.